Well, hi, hello, my dear students. Welcome to my video lecture class. Right up to now, I uploaded video lectures on the topic Newton's laws of motion. So please watch that previous lecture for better understanding. Already I uploaded video lectures on Newton's first law and its application, Newton's third law and its application, change in linear momentum and its applications, Newton's third law and its applications and its limitations, impulse concept, law of conservation of momentum concept. So few application I explained in previous lectures. Today I am going to discuss one more important application based upon law of conservation of momentum. So observe carefully. Explosion of bomb explosion of bomb at highest point. Explosion of bomb, right? Explosion of bomb at highest point into two fragments while traveling in parabolic path. So this is application number 6. Application number 6. Explosion of bomb at highest point into two fragments while traveling in parabolic path. So let us consider. So this is a body projected like this. It made an angle theta. So it is projected with speed is u1 bar, u bar. Let us consider this is u bar, projected with u bar. So this is x-axis. So this is a y-axis. Here is a bomb. Okay. So here is a bomb. It explodes into two parts. Okay. Here is the bomb. It explodes into two parts. So here mass of the bomb m is equal to m1 plus m2. M is equal to m1 plus m2 here. So then we got here bomb is moves with some velocity. Is it or not? Bomb is moves with some velocity m1 plus m2 into u cos theta. M1 plus m2. So right here the main thing is let us consider shell or bomb of mass capital M, which is explodes into two fragments of masses m1 and m2 at highest point after explosion two fragments moves with velocities v1 bar and v2 bar. Right. So now from this m1 v2 bar and v1 bar according to law of conservation of momentum. According to law of conservation of momentum. According to law of conservation of momentum. Momentum before explosion is equal to momentum after explosion. Momentum before explosion of bomb is equal to momentum after explosion. Momentum, total momentum after explosion of bomb. After explosion of bomb. Momentum before explosion of bomb is equal to momentum after explosion of bomb. Momentum before explosion of bomb. So what is the momentum before explosion of bomb here? So observe carefully. Momentum before explosion of bomb, I consider. So observe carefully. m1 plus m2 into u cos theta. m1 plus m2 into u cos theta into I cap. U cos theta into I cap is equal to m1 v1 bar plus m2 v2 bar. So this is m1 v1 bar plus m2 v2 bar. This is m1 plus m2 into u cos theta I cap, because at highest point Vx is equal to u cos theta, Vy is equal to 0. Therefore momentum, initial momentum at highest point before explosion m1 plus m2 into u cos theta into I cap. So this is very important. So before explosion. So in this, some cases are there. I'll discuss now. Some cases are there. I'll discuss now. So some cases are there. First case, case 1. If fragments or travels in opposite direction after explosion. If fragments or travels in opposite direction after explosion. So that means at this case m1 plus m2 into u cos theta I cap, this is before explosion momentum, is equal to after explosion, both are moves in opposite direction. That means m1 v1 bar minus m2 v2 bar. momentum before explosion is equal to momentum before explosion of bomb, momentum after explosion of bomb. Next, case 2. So case 2, one bomb is retrace its path. Case 2, if one bomb is retrace its path, one piece is retrace its path and falls at point of projection, retrace its path and falls at point of projection. Retrace its path and falls at point of projection. So retrace its path and falls at the point of projection, right? So we'll consider, one piece retrace its path and falls at point of projection. At this case, momentum will equal to m1 plus m2 into u cos theta I cap is equal to, so falls, only one fragment is retrace its path and falls at point of projection. This is falls at point of projection. And another one is moves in same direction only. For example, one piece is falls at point of projection, retrace its path means we consider minus m1 into u cos theta I cap, and again, so we'll consider second piece is moves normally here. So at that case we consider m2 v2 bar only. Okay, so m2 v2 bar only. This is case 2. Observe carefully. Next, case 3. Retrace its path and falls at point of projection means we take minus m1 into u into cos theta I cap, because retrace means opposite direction it moves. Next, case 3. If one fragment falls freely after explosion, if one fragment falls freely after explosion, falls freely. When the object falls freely, whether velocity is equal to 0, then only object is falls freely. So that means, what is the meaning for this? So velocity is equal to 0 for one piece. Velocity is equal to 0 for one piece, one fragment. Velocity is equal to 0 for one fragment. So how can we write here? m1 plus m2 into u cos theta I cap. Here one piece is falls freely, that means m1 into 0 into I cap plus m2 into v2 into I cap. m2 into v2 bar means m1 into v2 I cap or v2 bar. If you take v2 bar, that's it. m2 into v2 bar. This is, that means finally what we got here, m1 plus m2 into u cos theta I cap is equal to m2 v2 bar, because this v1 is equal to 0. So falls one fragment. means v1 is equal to 0 for one fragment. Velocity is equal to 0. Velocity is equal to 0 for one fragment. So this is about application number 6. So observe carefully what we discussed up to now. So whether one body is projected horizontal, that means projected into air, it makes angle theta with the ground, it projected with velocity u, it moves in parabolic path. At highest point, that one bomb or shell is explodes into two fragments. At highest point only Vx is there, u cos theta only, Vy is equal to 0. Therefore, initial momentum at highest point before explosion is m1 plus m2 into u cos theta into I cap. After explosion, two bombs are moves with velocities v1 bar and v2 bar. That means m1 plus m2 into u cos theta into I cap is equal to m1 v1 bar plus m2 v2 bar. So this is one case, and case 2 is here one bomb is, so two bombs moves in after explosion, two bombs are moves in opposite direction. That means m1 v1 bar minus m2 v2 bar. Next, case 2, if one bomb is retrace its path, falls at point of projection, at that case what we apply, m1 plus m2 into u cos theta into I cap. Retrace its path means we consider minus sign, that means minus m1 into u cos theta into I cap plus m2 into v2 bar. Next, third case, if one bomb is falls freely, one piece of bomb is falls freely, one fragment is falls freely given, so that means m1 plus m2 into u cos theta into I cap, that is before explosion momentum, is equal to m1 into 0 into I cap, because velocity of one fragment is 0 now, plus m2 into v2 bar. So this is about today's lecture. So I hope you understood this lecture. If you will get any doubt regarding this I cap, why we are taking here I cap, because so observe carefully what is this direction. So already you know, already I will tell this direction, this is north direction, this is south, this is east, west. We consider like this direction I cap, this is positive x-axis direction. In this positive x-axis direction we consider I cap, this is minus I cap, this is a j cap, this is minus j cap. Here bomb is explodes and it is moves in this direction, that's why we are taking I cap. Okay, so this is about today's lecture. If you will get any doubt, please mention in comment box. I'll explain in further lectures. Thank you for encouraging me, thank you for supporting me, thank you so much. Bye.